This is the battle between a Komodo dragon and a feeble deer. This reptile feeds on its prey even while it's still alive. The Komodo dragon is a fearsome predator that, despite the deer's desperate struggle to escape, all of its efforts are in vain. The Lesser Sunda Islands of Indonesia. It is also endemic to Indonesia, meaning it cannot be found anywhere else on Earth. To date, the Komodo dragon is the largest living lizard species in the world. Most of them live in wildlife reserves, while the small approximately 2,300 dragons are spread across several Indonesian islands, freely roam in nature. Approached into areas inhabited by humans, leading to conflicts with local farmers. In recent years, however, Komodo dragons are dealing with these gigantic reptiles. In today's video, we'll explore how Indonesian, as these areas provide ideal shelter for stalking their prey. During the dry season, when natural prey becomes scarce, they are forced to approach human settlements. Komodo dragons are often found near forests. The hunting techniques of a Komodo dragon to detect prey from a distance. They are adept at camouflage, allowing them to remain undetected, are both sophisticated and brutal. They use their keen sense, standing still for long periods, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When Komodos are patient hunters, they use their strong neck muscles. A Komodo dragon relies on its teeth, long powerful claws, and remarkable strength to slash and tear its prey apart, causing severe blood loss. After subduing the goat, the Komodo dragon uses its powerful neck muscle violently, ripping apart their prey. The Komodo dragon's killing power is amplified by its venom and bacteria. Its saliva is teeming with bacteria, ensures that even if the prey initially escapes, to devour it whole, including the bones and hooves. It will succumb to blood loss or infection within hours. This venom prevents blood from clotting, severe blood loss. Even large water buffalo farmers report losing about 27% of their livestock annually. In some areas of Flores and the Komodo Islands can die from wounds inflicted by a Komodo dragon. Leading to significant financial hardships. Farmers set traps near areas frequently visited by the dragon. They can then relocate the captured Komodo dragons to wildlife reserves. However, the use of rifles has been identified in farming communities to ensure the safety of both the reptiles as the most effective hunting method. And November, a hunting group. Each year, hunters in Indonesia organize Komodo dragon hunts between September. Hunters move silently, using the wind to mask their. Approaching a Komodo dragon requires great skill and caution. It consists of 4 to 6 members to cover terrain effectively and maximize safety, and maintaining a safe distance to avoid from the jaws of the powerful dragon. Experienced hunters aim precisely for the head, defeating with just a single shot to minimize its suffering. On average, a successful hunt yields 2 to 5 dragons. saying goodbye to the islands of the Komodo dragon. These foxes often venture into residential areas. We move to the outskirts of Victoria, home to a large population of wild foxes, Australian farmers, causing significant ecological and economic consequences. Their adaptability and opportunistic feeding habits have brought them into direct conflict, attacking domestic creatures. The cunning foxes are particularly drawn to chicken coops. They often hunt at night, driven by their instincts to hoard food. Their attacks are sneaking through small openings to snatch up chickens. Farmers in Australia employ various types of. These attacks result in substantial losses for farmers. They often kill multiple chickens in a single night. The fox is then unable to escape and remains confined in the cage in order to capture the wild foxes. Mechanism that activates when a fox steps inside to retrieve bait. Cage traps are designed with an automatic. Farmers inspect the traps daily to prevent prolonged suffering of the animal. Fox steps on the trap, its leg is securely held. Jaw traps are concealed beneath the soil, and carefully handle the captured foxes to avoid foxes in Australia, significantly reducing the population of the wild foxes. Each year, these traps help farmers capture tens of. However, for long-term and effective population control and experienced marksmen, farmers often resort to hunting. Humane hunting must be carried out when foxes are more active and their fur is in prime condition. Fox hunting season typically occurs in late autumn and winter. Popular hunting areas include rural farming by foxes. When spotting a fox, farmers do firing too many shots and dense forests, where fox densities are high. Still, for an easier kill. Farmers typically use rifles and high-powered spotlights to locate it immediately. Instead, they observe its movements and wait for it to distance. Hunters must possess accurate shooting skills and creating a characteristic gleam that allows hunters to identify their position and shoot foxes in the dark. When illuminated, a fox's eyes reflect light. Poultry. As foxes are most active during this time, especially around farms, which contain livestock, the main advantage of nighttime fox hunting is increased efficiency. Adhere to legal regulations regarding firearm use and wildlife control. In recent years, many areas of the United States, particularly black vultures, have experienced a significant increase in the number of vultures flocks during the fall and winter. Vultures often gather together creating problems for farmers. Not only scavenge on carrion, but also attack small animals. Hundreds of vultures have invaded states, Florida, Texas, and other areas in the southeast. Vultures also tend to encroach on human living spaces, from perching in large flocks on roofs, trees, or vehicles. They negatively alter the urban landscape and personal property, causing a significant amount of damage to infrastructure by gathering near major roads, such as feelings of unease when coexisting with invasive birds. Moreover, they pose a threat to traffic. Their presence also brings psychological challenges for residents. Driving vultures away is a challenge because they are protected under federal law. Killing or trapping vultures permit is prohibited, with violations punishable by fines of up to $15,000 and 6 months in prison. Residents in affected areas have electric shock lines on rooftops. When vultures land on the roof, they receive a mild electric shock. This method can scare them off and discourage them from returning. Additionally, some farmers use light. Vultures typically choose tall trees with wide canopies as roosting spots to frighten vultures and prevent them from coming back. Or sound-emitting devices that simulate predator noises or images, as these locations provide good visibility and safety, making the area less suitable for vultures. Farmers can prune tree branches or tops to reduce their perchability. The relationship between farmers and brown bears is both complex. In the rugged wilderness of the United States, particularly in states like Alaska, Montana, and Wyoming, and deeply rooted in history. Brown bears, also known for their subspecies the grizzly, killing animals, destroying crops, and even posing a threat and fish to livestock. When a bear enters a farm, it can cause extensive damage. Are a powerful omnivore, whose diet includes everything from veg. The presence of a brown bear can lead significantly to economic loss. Consequently, bear hunting, particularly during specific sea threat to human life, for farmers, especially those in remote regions, becomes necessary for those who must protect their livelihoods. Of the bear's behavior and habitat, it requires meticulous preparation and a deep understanding. But hunting a brown bear is no simple task. Farmers who hunt bears typically do during the in order to ensure the population remains sustainable. These seasons often coincide with times when bears are most active, particularly in the fall, when they are preparing for hibernation at hunting seasons. These are determined by state wildlife agencies and ensure they have high caliber rifles necessary. Tracking a brown bear requires skill and patience to take down such a large and powerful animal. Before embarking on a hunt, farmers must acquire the appropriate permit or even markings on trees, when bears often scratch to mark their territory. Farmers and hunters alike often spend hours or even days scouting the landscape for signs of bear activity. This can include tracks. In some cases, hunters use specially trained for tracking bears, although this practice is more common in regions where hunting is a traditional activity. Once a bear is located, the next is to approach it with caution. Brown bears have an incredible sense of smell and are highly alert to danger. Hunters must use the wind to their advantage. This part of the hunt requires extreme caution, staying downwind of the bear in order to avoid detection. Farmers and hunters are trained to aim vital areas, such as the heart or lung, as an agitated bear can become extremely dangerous. When the moment comes to take the shot, precision is crucial in order to ensure a quick and humane kill. For this reason, many hunters prepare, which can become even more dangerous. A poorly placed shot can lead to a wears down the process of retrieval. This often involves a team to shoot from a distance where they have a clear line of sight and a stable position. 100 pounds. The bear's meat is often donated or consumed by the hunter, and fur is typically used for various purposes, as a single brown bear can weigh. Coyotes are opportunistic predators. A single coyote can kill multiple animals in a single night. leading to a significant economic harm. For farmers, this often means livestock losses, meaning they will take advantage of whatever food sources are available to them, unlike bears, which are usually solitary and territorial. In some regions, the coyote population, coyotes often hunt in pairs or small groups, has exploded due to their adaptability, and this makes control measures even more critical, which can make controlling their numbers a continuous challenge. They are also known for their high reproductive rate, increasing their effectiveness as predators. Coyote hunting requires careful planning and other signs that indicate their presence of coyote activity on their land. This can involve monitoring tracks and a thorough understanding of the animal's background. Farmers often begin by studying the camera to capture images of the animals and determine the best and locations to hunt. The equipment used for coyote hunting is typically similar to that used for other medium-sized predators. In some cases, farmers set up high-powered rifles are the most common choice. In addition, hunters often use electronic calls, though shotguns are also used, particularly in areas with dense cover that mimic the sounds of other coyotes or distress. Remote control, they can turn it on and off, drawing the coyote away from their scent. Hunters typically place the device at a distance from their position. These devices can be highly effective, like a rabbit for example, and this quickly attracts a curious or hungry coyote active. Farmers may position themselves in areas where luring coyotes into shooting range, or late evening hours when the animals are. Coyote hunting often takes place during the early morning. Coyotes have sharp senses that are quickly able to anything out of the ordinary, or in cornfields. Camouflage is crucial, unknown to travel, such as near livestock at the slightest hint of danger. A well-placed shot is a sense key, as it can take time for a coyote to respond to and approach within shooting range. Once a coyote is spotted, the hunter must act quick but carefully too. Coyotes are fast and agile, capable of darting to ensure a clean and humane kill. Hunters aim for the chest area to target the heart and lungs, minimizing the risk of merely wounding the animal. After the hunt, the coyote's carcass. In many areas, hunting is encouraged as a means of controlling their numbers and protecting livestock, monitored by wildlife agencies, and often used in various ways. In some regions, its fur is highly valuable and can be sold or traded. The coyote population is originally introduced by early settlers. Feral hogs are highly adaptable and prolific breeders, with sows capable of producing multiple litters per year. Population of over 6 million feral hogs and destructive rooting behavior has led to an estimate. This rapid reproduction, combined with their voracious US, their population is particularly high in states like Texas, Florida, and Georgia. These animals are known to destroy crows and humans. Hunting feral hogs requires a strategic approach, given their intelligence, social structure, and compete with livestock for resources and even spread diseases that can affect both. Begin by scouting their lands for signs of nocturnal habits. Farmers' activity. This includes looking for wallowing areas and tracks. The equipment used for hog hunting is diverse to monitor hog movement patterns, which helps to plan the hunt, ranging from rifles and shotguns to bows and traps. In some cases, farmers use trail to ensure a quick and humane kill. Given the size and toughness of feral hogs, vision scopes and thermal imaging devices are also commonly used. If high-caliber rifles are often preferred, this practice helps to ensure that the hogs are within range to lure the hogs into a specific area at night, as feral hogs are often most active in this time period. In some cases, bait such as corn is trained specifically for hog hunting. These dogs can track bay, and even hold a hog in place when the hunters are ready to take their shots, until the hunter arrives to make the kill. For a more aggressive approach, some farmers use this method is particularly effective in. Another common method involves trapping. Large, reinforced cages or corral brush where visibility is limited, and hogs might otherwise be difficult to numbers in a short period. Once trapped, the hogs are usually set up in areas where hogs are known to travel quickly and humanely. The carcasses can be processed for. These traps can capture multiple hogs at once, allowing farmers to significantly reduce the potential for disease transmission, so proper handling and cook, which can be consumed or donated. However, care must be taken is essential. In some regions, hog meat is also used to produce sausage or other products, providing an additional source of income for farmers.